Good morning, folks. How are you doing? I hope everybody's healthy. This is Ed Overstreet. I'm the Night Sky Imager, and you're watching the Night Sky Imaging channel. I was doing a time lapse of the sun this morning, and an eruption occurred on the surface of the sun. It's jetting off as a prominence, and I wanted to start doing a little time lapse of that. I'm going to share that with you now. Um, there was absolutely zero going on initially, so let me share my screen, which will involve making, there we go. Okay. Um, Let me close out some windows here that are interfering with my, okie doke, here we go, guys. This eruption just happened about 15 minutes ago, and so I quickly got the streaming software, actually my recording software set up. I'm going to nudge the mount over to a point where I have kind of a reference point. These crosshairs are helping me, and then I'm going to go west and bring it up a little bit. I'm using, too far, now I got to go north and come back. And I'm using these crosshairs right on the surface where the first part of that prom, right there. And so let's take a capture, a quick capture. I'm taking 500 frames in an AVI file. This thing jetted up and made a big arc, and I was imaging it and decided I would take a pause and start recording this for a YouTube stream. But it is an impressive, it was an impressive prom. It's the first time, and I image the sun a lot, that while imaging the sun, the surface, which when you do that, this is all black, but it was so bright that even though I was imaging the surface with the quark chromosphere, which will not show a prom, the prom was bright enough for me to know something crazy is going on, and so I overexposed it by raising the gain substantially, and wow, this is what we're getting. So it's calming down some, but it was a booger of a prom. The eruption was massive. I'm going to guess, I'm certainly not an expert on the sun, but from watching other similar types of videos, I'm going to guess this prominence is somewhere around 150, 200, maybe more, 1,000 miles high. And what happens, as I understand it, the eruption emits after hydrogen gases into the atmosphere, sun's atmosphere, and then the magnetic forces of the sun pull it back and makes kind of an arcing look. My Wi-Fi has really been weak today. I've been having connection problems, and it's reconnecting now. I put on a new adapter out there, and I think I'm going to have to take it off and put the other one back on. This always happens when you're I had to put you on pause as internet just went on a complete fail, and I changed adapters. So we're back, and the prominence has moved some. Let me move east a little bit, the mount. Are we connected? Yeah, we're connected. And we got a decent signal. Why isn't my mouth moving? All right. Let's try nudging it this way. We want to go east. we're going to our camera's got, we must have had a power failure outside. Is my cameras, everything or not? Let's just go ahead and exit. I'll be back with you. I'm going to put you on pause, figure out what's going on. I've had to essentially reset everything and restart the computer. I'm not sure what went on. I really don't care right now. I'm just glad I got the sun back, and I have it in the crosshairs. I'm going to work on my focus just a little bit before I bring the Prom back up, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring up my focuser, and let's get it over here where I can see it. And I'm going to grab the histogram down here. Well, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom. I didn't want that. I'm going to zoom up about 125%. Then I'm going to grab the histogram down here, right over on the, let's get those edges, and I'm trying to hang on it. I'm going to try to bring this up. Hang on a minute. I'm having a burning. Alright. I'm going to bring it over this way. Yep. Just trying to create some contrast, and I can't find my sliders down here. Well, fiddle diddle. Isn't that always the case? Ah, there they were. Come on, sharp cat. Well, at any rate, I'll just go back and reset this. There is a setting on this that's supposed to help you with that, but I'm going to go back to where it's supposed to be. I'm going to bring up my focuser, and let's go out 10 spots. Let's go out another 10. Let's go out another 10. Seeing is horrific, by the way. Let's go out another 10. Too far. Let's come back. And let's just leave it right there. I'm going to nudge my mount south a little bit. Bring it back here. That's close enough for the Prom. And then I'm going to go back to auto. I'm going to select the sun's Prom, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to raise my gain to about 180, and I'm going to bring my exposure up. Let's bring it up to about there, and let's go back up. Let's see, I'm at 34 frames a second. I want to be faster, so I'm going to come up to about 2. Let's come down, increase our frame rate. Let's stop it about there, and let's move the crosshairs over for our reference, and let's just set it right in the center of the base of this Prom, and let's click off 500 frames. You can see I'm capturing at 45 frames a second, and we're about done with this 500 frame. Too much time has expired from the time I saw this Prom, and it jetted way up and arced back. I've lost it, dadgummit, but I'm going to go ahead and process this prominence and apply it to my surface image, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a YouTube tutorial on that. Actually, I think what I'm going to do now is just stop imaging the prom. I don't think there's not a lot noteworthy right now going on, and no sooner than I do this, probably there'll be another eruption here. Wouldn't that be sweet? But I think I'm done. What I'm going to do is show you how actually I'm not. I was going to show you how to do flats, but I'm going to do another tutorial because this has already gotten too long. And I'm ready to shut this one down, and I'm going to do a tutorial on how I image the sun and do flats and apply the flats in AutoStacker, how to take them, how to set them up. And you can do that if you're controlling your telescope remotely. You can do that from inside. You don't even have to move. So, well, I take that back. If you have an electronic focuser, you can do it inside. You don't have to move. If not, you have to go outside and defocus your telescope. So with that being said, I'm going to return to about 80. I like to, let's go down about 80, and let's go down to about, let's bring our histogram up to about right there. I'm telling you folks, a while ago, that prominence went out, and it was as bright as the darkest part of the sun you see here. It was that bright coming out, and I just sat there and watched it. My jaw dropped, and I fumbled around with exposure, trying to raise the gain and exposure to see what was going on, and I was just so excited. I'm surprised I didn't wet myself, but guys, that's what this hobby is really all about, is catching the unexpected in when you image deep space or you image the sun. It's just a wowzer moment for me, and I wasn't quick enough to get after it right when it first happened. I was so excited about possibly going live and having everybody see it, but dad burn it, I ended up not accomplishing much of anything except losing Wi-Fi. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video real quickly here, and hope everybody has a super day. Be looking for a video that I'm going to do on how to image the sun, focus and on the sun, and take your flats and apply your flats. I think that would be helpful. Sure was helpful for me when I figured it out. So you guys have a great day, and see you back at deep space.